Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Brad Young. I'm the pastor of Calvary Chapel, West Grove. It is my great pleasure to welcome everyone here tonight for our debate between creation and evolution. Very excited for the debate tonight because it gives all of us the opportunity to just look at the facts. Just look at the facts of science, and then all of us will have the opportunity to decide for ourselves which belief system is best supported by the scientific evidence. And that's why we're so thankful for Bill and for Phil to be here to make this night possible for all of us. A couple of announcements they wanted me to make before we start. First of all, they would like to have an idea of how many people would be willing to stay for a little while afterwards for some pizza and some time of talking and sharing over in the fellowship hall. Raise your hand because they need kind of get a count. Just hold your hand up high for just a minute so they can get a count because they still haven't ordered the pizza yet.
$1 slice.
I wonder how many hands there would be if it had been steak and lobster. That's what I thought. Okay, that gives us a pretty good idea. The other announcement is next month, our Creation Evolution session on the first Saturday of April, which is the 4th, will be on the topic of dinosaurs. And it's a very popular topic. It's something that a lot of people are interested in. Where did the dinosaurs fit in history and all of that? So that is next month. At this time, it is my pleasure to turn the evening over to our moderator. So let us welcome Joel Emilio.
All right, good evening, everyone. This is going to be a debate about the scientific evidence that supports creation or evolution. And I want to take the time to introduce our speakers. Our first speaker is Bill Morgan. He's a design engineer at the Naval Weapons Station in Seal Beach. Since Bill became a Christian, he has researched the creation versus evolution debate, and he has spoken at various venues across the country on the subject for about 18 years. Philip Summerfeld is our other speaker, and he's attending Golden West College. He has been actively researching this debate for about 3 years now. He grew up in the church and considered himself a Christian until he was about 21, at which time he considered himself an agnostic. Since the age of 23, his research has led him to consider himself an atheist since he doesn't believe in a creator at this time. So this is the way it's going to work. Bill is going to be the first person to begin, and he is going to demonstrate scientific evidence that we see that leads us to believe that there was a creator of life in the universe. Phil is then going to follow Bill, and he's going to demonstrate two premises. He's going to demonstrate that science can't test for a creator, and that evolution as a biological theory is no longer considered a hypothesis, but a full-fledged scientific theory. All right, now there are a couple of ground rules that I want to make here. While this is a debate, please remember that this is just a friendly exchange of ideas. Everybody who's come here has had their own perspective on this debate, and everybody has an opinion about what happened. It's easy to want to cheer for somebody that you agree with, but we ask that you not cheer, clap, or make noise until after the speaker is done. There's going to be an opportunity for interaction. At some point in time, we're going to have a question and answer session. You've been given blue cards and yellow cards. If you have a question for Bill at some point, fill out the blue card. If you have a question for Phil, fill out the yellow card. These cards are going to be handed to me at some point during time. It's going to be after, it's going to follow the rebuttal, the introductions and the rebuttal. So we're going to have Brand that's going to collect the cards, and he's going to provide them to me. I'm going to do my best to get everybody's question in, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. I think the most important thing is just to make sure that you articulate your questions as clearly as possible so that I'll be able to read them and convey what you wanted to ask the speakers. I might filter out some questions that might be similar at the same time. And I'm going to do my best. A lot of times during debates, we get a lot of questions slighted towards one speaker. I'm going to do my best to make sure that both of them have equal time to speak. So the way that the debate is going to work is that we're going to have introductions. Bill is going to go first. He's going to have 20 minutes. Phil is then going to follow him. He's going to have 20 minutes as well. When there are about 5 minutes left for either one of them, we're going to have somebody hold up a sign that says 5 minutes. You're going to get 1 minute signals and then a time signal. After that, there's going to be rebuttal. Bill is going to go first, and he's going to talk about the issues that Phil raised. That's going to be 10 minutes long. Phil is then going to have a chance to rebut Bill. That'll be 10 minutes as well. After that point in time, after our rebuttal, you're going to have the opportunity to pass your cards over to the very center of the aisle. Brand is going to come and pick them up and direct them to me. After that point in time, we're going to have what I call direct questions. Bill gets to ask Phil a question, and Phil has about 2 minutes to respond to Bill's question. And then Bill is going to be able to have a rebuttal to that original question. And then Phil is going to be able to direct a question to Bill. Bill has 2 minutes to respond, and then Phil is going to have a 1 minute rebuttal. All right? After that point in time, we're going to have our questions and answer session. And then we're going to have a closing statement by both of them that's going to take about 5 minutes. And after that time, we're going to have pizza. So with that said, I'm going to introduce our first speaker, Bill.
Well, thank you, Joel. Thank you for coming. It's a privilege to be here. I met Phil twice this week. Very intelligent man, very nice man, and it'll be a cordial debate, I'm sure. Well, let's start with my life story. I was raised in Buffalo, New York. I'm a Bills fan, so have pity. But I was raised going to church every Sunday. Went to church every Sunday, went to Sunday schools, Christian camps. But at the age of 14, I was taught this. My biology teacher taught me this as if it were an absolute fact. He taught me that man had ape-like ancestors, and as a 14-year-old, this puzzled me. I said, this is contradictory to the Bible. Which one do I believe? Well, I trusted my biology teacher. I accepted it, and kind of liked the idea too, because at that time of my life, there were some things going on in my life where I didn't like the rules in the Bible. And so I sat there and I looked at this and I said, wait, if the Bible is wrong about science on page 1, the Bible must also be wrong about all those rules. And as a 14-year-old, I said, I can work with this, and that's what I believed for many years of my life. For 12 years, I considered myself an atheist. And I am a skinny guy, I know that, but I did work construction. Once I had an entire construction crew that were all born-again Christians. They witnessed to me all summer long. They were my buddies. We went on trips and played softball together. But I tell them, I know that helped you, I respect your beliefs, but I'm an engineering major. I don't believe in any of that. I didn't listen to them. At the age of 26, I got a little comic book that talked about the detailed evidence of the ape-man fossils. They actually told me what the fossils were. When I was in 9th grade, my teacher just showed me the cartoons. Never showed me what the fossils were. Never told me there were alternate interpretations of it. So at 26, I had a question. I just wanted to know what's true? My agenda was really truth. I want to know, do people have ape-like ancestors or do we not? So I studied it, and I've been studying it for about 20 years, and I am convinced that the only ancestors in your family tree are human, okay? But no matter what you believe tonight, I like to encourage people to not believe me, but to listen to me, compare it to your current beliefs, and then you decide what to believe. I'm all about people hearing both sides and deciding for themselves. Okay, so 2 things I believe to be true. I believe the universe is the result of design. I believe photosynthesis is designed, lizards are designed, you're designed. I see a lot of design everywhere. And I believe the theory of evolution is not true. Those are the main points I'm going to make today. Real quickly, what is an atheist? Someone who says they do not believe in any deity. What is an evolutionist? Someone who does believe that they have apes in their family tree. Quite often they're passionate about it and they'll defend that. Just because someone believes in the theory of evolution, does that mean they're an atheist? Absolutely not. So I don't know all of Phil's beliefs, but I do not believe in the theory of evolution, and I do believe in a creator-designer. I'll let him articulate his beliefs, but I'm not calling anyone an atheist if they believe the theory of evolution is true. Okay, the most important part of science is observation. The heart and soul of science is observation. If you have a scientific belief, what should it be backed up with? Observation. There are steps to science. Science begins with an idea. You get paid more money if you call it a hypothesis, okay? Then you test your idea. Suppose I had an idea and I told you pens could fly. What would you request?